So the calculated t-value is then 3.2, and our critical value, because we go down the degrees of freedom of 5, because we used 5. We used 6 participants, but the degrees of freedom is 6 minus 1, which is 5. So we look down the 5 participant column down at the level, the two-tailed test at the level of 0.05 level of significance, which is what we're using, and it gives you a critical value of 2.571. So obviously our calculated t-value at 3.2 is bigger or above the critical value, which is 2.571. So we accept the null hypothesis and results are not statistically significant, but however there could still be some practical significance. Next is the non-parametric Spearman's rank. So here it shows you the number of players were 10 that were recorded, the points scored in 2012 season, and then points scored in 2015 season. You rank the points scored in 2012 season, and then you rank the points scored in the 2015 season, and then you find that difference between the two ranks, and then you square the difference between the two ranks. So here it gives you comes out with a calculated RS of 0.975. And then here we use a critical value table with the degrees of freedom equaling 9 minus 2. So we have 10 players that were recorded minus 2, which is 8. So you look down the 8 column of degrees of freedom at 0.05 level of significance, which gives you a critical value of 0.74. And our calculated R value is bigger than the critical value. So again, we accept the null hypothesis and results are not statistically significant. However, there could of course be still some practical significance. Let's go back. Here you have the parametric Pearson's test. So here you have 8 participants were recorded their sit and reach test, and then their goniometer. Then you square the sit and reach results and then square the goniometer results, and then you do XY, and then you get a value, and then of course that then is calculated by us manually as shown in the picture on the right, and it gives you an R value of 0.03. And then you use the degrees of freedom again, which is n minus 2 again. So you have 8 participants, minus 2 is 6, so you go down the 6 column of the degrees of freedom, and then again we're using the 0.05 level of significance. And then this will give you a critical value of 0.7057, and our calculated R value was 0.03. This is below our critical value, so we reject the null hypothesis, which means results are statistically significant. Next slide. This is kind of just a slide to recognize how you would get to the Wilcoxon and Mann-Whitney-U tests. So you'd start from the start bit, and then for the Wilcoxon you're looking at differences, and then you're looking at one factor as well, and it's the same patients, and then it's the non-parametric test for if results are not normally distributed. And then for the Mann-Whitney-U, you start at the start again, you look for differences, you look for how many factors, which is 1, same or different participants / subjects. For the Mann-Whitney-U, they have to be different participants, and then it's a non-parametric test. Thank you for watching.